now coming back from home and you're tired AF from school, but you still have a bunch of homework to do, you still got some stuff to do, you got extracurriculars, you gotta get some good night's rest for tomorrow. It's tiring to not have the ability to control the time that you have. If you want to become a videographer and have that same sort of passion as I do, I'm going to give you some harsh tips that you will need in order to get ahead and hopefully rewire your brain to become more productive. And especially listen towards my last tip, or else this entire video becomes pointless. When it comes to your school clubs and sports, videography is going to be your only extracurricular. Videography will make you focus on your time management, your ability to educate yourself, your self-discipline, creativity, social skills, sales skills, ability to constantly improve. All of these things are necessary in order to become a successful videographer. You have very limited time as a student, and academics will take up a majority of your time. It's like a full-time job pretty much. You got to be able to dedicate a majority of your free time to videography in order to get better, in order to get ahead of people, so that you can work on your craft and eventually get ready for the real world and for more career-based projects. You also learn how to really manage your time, schedule it out, and keep yourself accountable to keep working while you're not motivated. YouTube University is the best possible education you can get for videography. No one's going to teach you everything that you need to know. There's so many different skills, so many different sides to videography that you won't be able to learn everything from one single person. Everyone will have something a little new, something a little different, and your job is to search for those little things in order to combine all that information and make it your own unique thing and succeed with whatever you've been given. YouTube is also another platform that you can use as inspiration for your videos. Not only that, but you can also use other social media platforms as well. You also gotta get good at analyzing each little intricate part of a clip, such as color grading, pacing, storytelling, dialogue, acting, shot making. You know, there's a lot of things you can analyze, and as long as you do that, you're learning something from watching a video that's successful on YouTube or even on a movie. And you can even borrow some of these techniques for your own stuff and apply it so that you can make more professional grade content. Now, something a lot of us videographers, especially the beginners, including me when I was starting off, was believing that I need the best gear in order to make stuff happen, or I need this specific gear to make this happen. Personally, right now, I have the A6700 with the kit lens. Now, it isn't necessarily the best camera, but you can get footage like this. And I didn't need professional equipment to get it. This is a lot of entry-level equipment that I have. I was still able to get professional looking footage like this. As a beginning videographer, including me, we need to stop fantasizing about getting the best equipment. It holds you back from getting better because you're just not letting yourself. You're having to believe that you need something better to get better at something, but that's not true. You can use a phone camera or a basic DSLR camera in order to get some sort of cinematic footage. It won't look as good as an actual camera that can record log footage. You can get similar results if you know the skills for it. If you're taking some sort of digital productions class, you can even ask to borrow some of their equipment. My video production class has Blackmagic 4K pockets or just regular Canon cameras. Or if you don't have that ability, or if your school doesn't have that, you can ask a friend and borrow the camera, especially ones that are more financially fortunate and have DSLR cameras or video cameras or any sort of cameras for their photography, stuff like that. If you can educate yourself enough on the white balance, the camera settings, the lighting, the framing, all the important things that make cinematic footage, you can basically create any sort of cinematic footage with any sort of equipment, as long as you have the skills for it. Now I know, we all want to make money. I know. I want to make money too. It's something I really want from this career. But we have to get comfortable with the idea of not making money in the beginning. Sometimes we're not going to make that much money, but a lot of the time when we're starting off, we're not going to make any money. We have to do this for free, and we can't let greed discourage us from becoming more successful. See, it's very important to build a portfolio. Why? Because, it's hard to convince other people, especially when you're unproven, to purchase our work because there's nothing really to see. They don't really know what we're doing. They don't really know if we can trust us because there's no work that we've done yet. It's also better to get a warm outreach from people that are willing to pay instead of trying to convince people to pay. And you can get warmer outreaches by getting connections with people and by building your portfolio. Most importantly, building your portfolio. So I have a list of things that you can do and things that I've pretty much done. So what you can do is you can record or take photos of school sports games or school activities, go to different businesses, do family photo video shoots, do graduation photo video shoots, do weddings, and you can simply just record wherever you go. That seems kind of scenic for your vacation or just anywhere nearby. It's not that hard. Now, the one thing you need to do for your portfolio is to post consistently, especially on Instagram, because it does favor that visual content. Now, this is my last tip, and I personally think it's the most important tip out of all of them. All of them are technical skills and can make you money. But if you don't have this, I can't see a future where you can succeed without this. And that's just the obsession with videography. I'm being dead ass when I say this. You need to be obsessed with your craft in whatever field. It doesn't even have to be videography in order to be successful, in order to stay disciplined to your craft, no matter how far up and down your motivation trials, or no matter how much adversity is going on. You need to be obsessed in order to keep pushing yourself for such little reward in the beginning. And you need to stay obsessed in order to sacrifice a lot of your youth and your pleasure to be as successful as soon as possible. We're trying not to waste time, and we're trying to get ahead, because the longer you wait, the more time you waste for an opportunity in the future. If you're not obsessed with videography, I generally don't know if you're going to be successful here. This could apply to every single field. This field is getting increasingly more and competitive as people start realizing how much of a gap there is, how lucrative the career is, how much easier it is to get in the field because of how advanced mirrorless cameras are becoming, like the A6700. Others are always going to be putting in the work no matter whether you're resting or when you're working. They're always going to be putting in some sort of work, and you have to be willing to outwork all of them in order to be successful in your field, in order to stand out. It's extremely difficult to do this, I can acknowledge this, but you have to also be your own boss. There's no one going to be keeping you accountable but yourself. It's extremely difficult, but if you trust the process and if you trust what I am saying, it's going to pay off in the long term. I may not have achieved some sort of success from others that are above me. I've watched enough videos and I've put in the work to get to this position where I'm earning actual money by doing these recordings, by taking photos, right? It's all because I put in the work for it. And I trust that over time, as I put more and more effort once I graduate high school, everything is going to explode a lot more exponentially than my current path right now, and I'm going to make a lot more money if I put that effort in. Now, everyone has a journey. We all start from somewhere. And I was initially a die-hard video gamer, but now I've gone to this point where I'm trying to pursue videography. And if you want to watch my journey for that, click on this video that'll be popping up very soon. But before you leave, I want you to think of this in your head. How much are you willing to sacrifice in order to become a successful videographer?